Hey y'all, what's up? I'm back with another video, and I'm literally doing this video before I even go to work, so you're welcome. Anyways, I want you to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel, and as you can read by the title, it's about pharmacy pet peeves. And this is not for everybody, just for the ones that make it hard for people, hardworking people like us. You making all that fucking noise. You sickening. Anyways, like I said. Okay, so I wanted to start off from the beginning because I wanted to be fair. I didn't want y'all to just hear my experiences from just when I was just good at everything. I want y'all to hear my experiences from even when I was fucking up. So I keep it 100. So mind you, this is when I first started. I don't know how to do shit. You know, I'm just learning about the medications back to back. Like, I don't even think I did like a training course in retail pharmacy. I think I only did training courses in hospital pharmacies. So I really didn't know how to do shit. So mind you, it's like customers would come up to me and be like, "Oh, I ain't get my medicine. You told me yesterday that I was supposed to get my medicine. What's going on? I'm sick of this shit." I had on this. For anybody, I'm not telling y'all where I work, but for anybody that works in a pharmacy, you know you have a set color, and this is not it. So I don't even know any hospitals that's really wearing burgundy. I think like Sitters wear burgundy. And purple. So that's why I'm like, I'm in training uniform, first of all. Second of all, you're coming at me with all this damn rah-rah. I'm like, how do you even know I was here yesterday? Which I was not, because clearly, like I said, this was my first day. So I'm telling y'all, like, when you come to the pharmacy, come with an open mind. Don't come there like with the same energy that you had the day before or a week before. Because that same person that you're having that energy with can be the person that can actually help you out. Like, a lot of situations that they were getting mad at me about, and mind you, like I said, I'm in training. I could not do. I could legally lose my license if I would have did that shit. Like, if I would have just fell under the pressure and been like, "Oh, okay, let me still." What the fuck? You know that retarded thing got a damn show.
I thought the power went out. What the fuck?
Okay. And I was getting a good point through. Now I don't even know where the fuck I was. So, anyway. No, what the fuck I said a few minutes ago. The light just went on. I'm like, ah! So, like I said. Okay.
The uniform, it was new. You said you could have lost your job for stuff.
Okay, I could have lost my job for that. Okay.
So that's one thing that pissed me off. Like, now getting really good at my job, it's like, okay, y'all really was y'all really don't give a fuck. Y'all really was just like, "Oh, I want my shit and I want it now." The second thing I noticed, these same privileged people that come up here and want their medicine on time or want it at this time, be the same people that came and picked up their medicine like a couple of days ago. And be the same people that can also say, "Oh, I'm withdrawing. I need my medication." I'm like, is this legal? And when I told one of the pharmacists, they was just like, "Oh, let's hurry up and get their medication." I'm like, oh, so fuck what the fuck she just said. But okay, whatever, fuck it. Like I said, privilege. Anyways, that was another thing that was starting to piss me off, because mind you, when you're typing in insurance, especially when you're in training mode, it's so much. Like, when my manager was teaching me the stuff, she was like, it's gonna take you, she was like, she been working for 18 years. So she was like, it took her years to learn how to process insurance and stuff, right? Because it's so tricky. It's different codes and stuff. And majority of the time, it doesn't be on us. It's because your damn doctor doesn't send over the code on the prescription or doesn't put in their DEA number that we can't process it right. Or even, if you think about it, even if your insurance does not come through, goes through, it needs a prior authorization. let's just say it needs that. I'm gonna use that as an example because it's so, like I said, dealing with insurance is so many things that go with it. So let me give you an example. Let's say you need a prior authorization, and a prior authorization is basically your doctor giving your insurance the okay to fill this medication. Even though you got a prescription for it, he still needs to say this is okay to fill this for that person. So we can tell you that you need a prior authorization from your doctor. The first thing they'll say, oh, well, you're going to call them? No, we're not supposed to. We send a fax that says we need prior authorization, and it varies on the time that your doctor's office or the hospital chooses to send over that prior authorization. It is not on us. Like I said, being in training, they were coming at me like, oh, well, y'all told us we been needed a prior authorization. Y'all told us y'all sent them a fax. It's so many records of us showing them. Okay, at what? 12 o'clock p.m. we sent the fax because let me tell you, if your prescription does not go through, we automatically send a fax for a refill. It's the same thing. If we need prior authorization, if it does not go through, we do the same thing. So it's on your doctor. Then they'll tell us, oh, we just talked to our doctor. Okay, well, we just reprocessed it and it's still not going through. So talk to them again. But y'all don't know. That's another thing. Y'all don't know. That's why this video is to inform y'all. Give us a damn break. Y'all are not the only people we are filling medications for. We could be feeling like 200 to 300 medications a day and y'all still don't appreciate it. Y'all still come up in the store and think that we came in at the same time as you. No, we could have been there since 8 o'clock in the morning and you come here at 4 o'clock talking about all this other bullshit that I honestly don't give a fuck about. I'm not going to speak for other people, but I don't give a fuck. So I'm like, because I don't go to McDonald's giving them a hard fucking time, and that's a fast food restaurant. You can ask my old man. He don't like sitting in a line. I will sit in a line. So it's like, if I can have patience with a fast food restaurant, y'all need to start having patience with us. Because one, we're dealing with medications that are controlled substances. And also we're dealing with people medications that really need it. Like for cancer, little babies, like preemies, everything. We're dealing with everything. Schizophrenia, bipolar, everything. Even the things people don't want to talk about. We're feeling that, and we have to put the right amount every time. Even though we're not perfect, we have to be at least close to it. So it's like, if we're already getting that pressure from work, why are y'all giving us more pressure? When I mean in my job, we are really working our ass off for y'all. And y'all, some of y'all appreciate it, but it's like I could count on my hand how many appreciate it. Majority of them is just like, oh, well, I put this medication in, you ain't feel it. It's like, if you put it in and it doesn't go through, why didn't you call the pharmacy? Or if you put it in and you waited 7 days to come pick it up, why would you think it will still be here? And see, at that time, like I said, in training mode, I didn't know how to look at the computer to see when medications were there. I didn't know none of that. So people were really out of their fucking, was talking out the side of their fucking neck to me. And it was like, y'all really don't know what the fuck y'all talking about. So let's move on from the training point. That's enough of the training shit, because that's really just, you know, the basics with the customer shit. They was just trying to bamboozle me out of my pharmacy tech license. So I mean, shit, it is what it is. One point I want to get, because I understand you are the customer and that you're always right, but my thing is, make sure you get a name, make sure you remember when you got the medication, make sure you know when, once it's past 7 days, that your medication will be put back. And if somebody else needs that same medication, they will get it if you don't come pick it up. Y'all have to give us, the people that try and work with y'all, a break, because of the simple fact, when we leave, that's another shift. And if this other shift doesn't try to help you or be like, oh, you gotta wait till in the morning, that's not on us. Nothing that connects us to this job. We have our own lives just like everybody else. So I want y'all to understand that if you're going to listen, if this person is not working with you, report them. Simple as that. I'm just keeping 100, because you need to get names instead of just coming in the damn pharmacy and being like, oh, y'all not trying to help me. Y'all not doing this. Y'all the worst pharmacy. When it's been those same people that have came at us like that, we have fixed their problems and they're still not happy. So it's like, you gotta understand, we can help you out, but just let us try. Don't sit there and try to blame it on one person. You need to be like whoever was working that night, especially if you're talking about somebody that worked the evening shift. And I usually work the morning shift. So that's why I'm like, if you're telling me that somebody told you at 6 or 7 o'clock that your medication could not be processed, I don't know nothing about that. I done got off at 4 or 5 o'clock. I don't know nothing about that. So it's like, you have to be on your game. Just how you want us to be on our game, y'all have to be on your game too. And then it's like, when we do have the patience with y'all still don't appreciate it. Some of y'all do. I will give that to you. Like I said, I can count on my hands how many times I done had good encounters versus the bad, and that's just keeping it 100. That's just the area that I'm in. Like I said, it's privileged over there. So, of course, they gonna think their medicine need to be done here, there, now. No questions, none of that shit about it. Also, there's been a lot of delays in medications, and that is also not our fault. Just want to tell you that. That is not our fucking fault. We can't make the medications. We can't just be like, we can't call the manufacturers and be like, hey, we need this now. This person needs their medication. Especially if it's a very connected pharmacy to where you can literally go down the street and around the corner to see if they have it. And we give you the options. We show you the stores that have it. Like, you can't get mad at us and be like, oh, I've been waiting this long. This is a fucking problem. I'm tired of going through y'all. Like, I've really had people flash on me because their medicine didn't come on the truck. And I'm like, I'm sorry. They don't give us a specific day or date at all. They don't tell us nothing. They just, we request to have it and they send it on the truck. That's it. Monday through Friday. That's it. We can't do nothing about it. On the weekends, you fucked.
Yeah,
Yeah. Gotta go rub your dicks together.
you fucked up.
So the next thing. You cannot come here and try to force us to fill a medication if we process it and it says you cannot refill it until this certain amount of days. Like I said, I am not losing my damn license for none of you bitches. So, you need to stop overtaking that shit, or either take your shit how you're supposed to and read the fucking directions. Okay? So you don't have to come up here a month earlier talking about you need your damn Adderall. There's no way possible you need more Adderall in 30 days. Like, get the fuck out of here. You got a fucking 90-day supply. Are you kidding me? Like, shit be so obvious. Like, I just can't. And then if we tell you gotta get another prescription or it's not stored, they're like, I just talked to my doctor and my doctor told me this. First of all, your doctor shouldn't be telling you shit. Your doctor should just be informing you that they're gonna send over the prescription. No, these be their friends. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm really around privileged motherfuckers. Like, they just really like, or motherfuckers that be like, oh, well, my daughter's a pharmacist or my daughter's a doctor. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. And then another thing, if you're you have to understand it's a process to processing medications. We have to type them manually. It's very seldomly we'll get electronic prescriptions, but even then we still have to type those up and process your insurance. Then once your insurance goes through, the pharmacist has to check it. Once the pharmacist checks it, then it prints out. Then we're able to scan it, find the right medication. Now, mind you, if we don't have the right brand, we have to find another one and retype that up with that brand that we just changed it out of, the manufacturer, and let the pharmacist check it again. Then he's going to reprint out a new leaflet. Then we can scan it. Then we can fill the medication. And then he's going to check the medication again. And then it's going to get put in the bin. And then after a while, if you're not waiting, then you get your medication. Then your medication goes into the bucket. If not, if you're waiting, then we give you your medication. So that's why I'm like, I don't like how y'all sit up here and make it seem like we're just literally sitting on our asses, regardless if we're on our phones, whatever, checking a text message or just trying to see what time it is. It should not fucking matter. We're doing this shit over and over and over, and motherfuckers are just coming there entitled and not giving a fuck. Like, this is not McDonald's. We are not Burger King. You cannot have it your fucking way. These are serious drugs. These are drugs that people need for their blood pressure. Their everything. Everything possible to treat the human body. And you want us to just hurry up for you? You're not that fucking special. Especially because I actually have a heart. Especially because older people come in, little kids come in, need their medications. Or people that get like dental work, I know they need their medications right off the bat. Those are people I'm trying to type their stuff up. Unless if I have a long line. If not, I go tell my manager, hey, can you type this up? They just got dental work. Or it's a baby, she need her medications. Or, you know, it's the elderly person, she's out of her medications. Anything. I do my best when I'm at work. And it's like the ones that recognize it, they always come in sweet, everything. Every time. Even if they got to wait on their medications, they don't care because they know. And some of them work in the medical field. So it's like, I guess you won't know unless you're in the medical field. But like I said, this video is to inform y'all. So not that you will get offended, but just so you can understand that we are working hard, the ones that do actually care. Because I'm passionate about my job. So don't take that away from the people that are really trying to help y'all. Because I have a grandmother that's elderly. I don't want nobody treating her any kind of way. I don't want her to come up in a job and they've been elderly people that have came in there and didn't even know what they were coming to pick up. Like literally on the brink of Alzheimer's. So that's why I'm like, and I've taken my time with them. That's why I'm like, I sympathize with y'all when it comes to that. But at the same time, you have to be patient. You just have to be patient. It's like, if you want everybody to be treated fairly, don't feel like you're higher than the next. That's it. So, other than that, we could talk about the pharmacists and all that other stuff later if y'all want to. Because it's a lot of times y'all be saying that we don't be doing shit, when really it's on the pharmacist. Like, they have to check everything at least 3 times. So, you need to get on their ass for now. Because I'm like, my nigga, I can't approve shit. Let me tell you this story. This man came in, I guess he was told his medication was going to be filled. He waited like 2 weeks to come pick it up after it was already filled. Like I said at the beginning of the video, within 7 days, your shit is put back. His shit was put back. I asked him, I was like, oh, it's past the 7 days, sir. Would you like to wait for it and I fill it for you now? He was like, what you think? Before I knew, I said, somebody else come get him. Because it was like, all that was unfucking necessary. That's why I'm like, if you come with a good attitude, you're going to get a good outcome. Especially when it's dealing with medication. Everybody needs medication. At one point in time. Or probably all the time. So that's why I'm like, you just have to be patient with us just like we have to be patient with y'all. Not speaking for everybody, because I know they got some motherfuckers that don't care, honestly, and will sit there and let your medication sit. I can't speak for them. Just like y'all can't speak for the customers that don't give a fuck and always have an attitude. That's why I'm like, for those that understand, we here, we good. But for y'all other ones, fuck y'all. And it don't really be the young people either. That's another thing I want to say. It really don't be the young people with the attitude. The only time it be the young people is when they withdrawing. The older people be the ones with an attitude because they didn't lost their damn medicine somewhere. And they got a 90-day supply and come back 60 days later talking about, oh, y'all ain't give me enough pills. It's like, lady, we marked them. They get on our ass. They make sure we double count pills. Fuck is you talking about? So it's like, please just be patient and understand from both sides. Especially for those in the medical field. Like, I commend y'all. Like, I appreciate y'all for the ones that really give a fuck about their job. Because we wouldn't get the customers that we do fuck with on a daily basis. Or the people that do vouch for us. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. I hope it was very informative. I mean, if y'all want to know more pet peeves, just hit a bitch up, you know, in the comments or whatever. On social media, I'll be there. And a bitch has to get ready to go to work. So, we'll finish getting ready to go to work. So, I'll see y'all later. Love y'all. Bye.